Stop spreading those rumors around. Stop spreading the lies. Stop spreading the rumors around. Stop spreading the lies. Hello, everyone. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. And those are some of the lyrics of a great band from actually 1986 called the Timex Social Club. Timex Social Club, and actually the title of the song happens to be Rumors. And it's a really good song. It's something we have to think about today. Like rumors keep running, let's see, rumors run me every day, need some time to get away. Rumors around on Judgment Day, all kind of great words. And rumors, we know people start rumors because they're mad at someone, angry, was dissed, or just having some fun. But those have detrimental problems for a lot of people. For instance, here's some of the words there. Tina was too much loose, right? Michael must be gay. Susan is just a tease. Now, we often say those kinds of things when we're in school, but not necessarily school age. We hear around the water fountain at work. People constantly saying things about one another and jabbing and joking, which can hurt someone really bad, especially if they're not true. And that happens a lot, like best friend's dead and never met the girl next door. Sometimes we cause people, we hear it on the news all the time. We know that someone was teased at school or bullied and they take their own life. Those are really sad. Why do we do that to each other? What's mine is mine. I ain't got time for rumors in my life, right? What's mine is mine. I ain't got time for rumors in my life. Yeah, we're all guilty of saying, oh, that old lady down the street has too many cats and whatever, and cooks them up in the stew. But we do those things. And even if someone is gay or loose or whatever it can be, we don't need to say those kinds of things. Let them come out and talk about it if they want to, if they're willing to. Well, like I said, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda, and rumors is kind of what we're here to talk a little bit about today. Now, we know as people move up in the public eye, for instance, obviously our presidents and senators and governors and mayors and teachers, everyone else that has a position, an elected position, usually there's always something in the background coming. Oh, yeah, I saw him with, Sally down the road, and that's not his wife. And it may or may not be true. First of all, do you need to talk about it? Do you need to spread it? And if it's that important, maybe you should get the facts first. Maybe we should get the facts first. Now, we often go out there and hurt people or diss people or say, I'm not interested in your product or service, or I don't like the way you're acting and treating others, and all those kinds of things. And we just kind of walk away, right? Time to walk away. I just got to walk away because we don't need that stuff in our lives. But then we walk away from people. And actually, I get this a lot. One of my favorite shows is 2.5 Men. You got Charlie Sheen living in a Malibu beach house. Oh my God, I forgot. But his neighbor next door, I just forgot her name. Many of you could chime in if you know who it is. But I think they dated or went out or, had sex at least once or twice. And she'd always walk in the back door and he'd always do, oh, Rose, just go home, Rose. And even though Charlie might be with a different girl, Rose would come by after the girl left. And she didn't necessarily cause rumors, except for in the end, when she had a rumor or started herself about how she was married, trying to make Charlie jealous. I think she flew to England or something, and that was a really good story. She caused it on herself and ended up flying out to England and get hooked up with her, but she caused something that was a lie to try to get somebody. Back it worked. I think it worked temporarily at least. But when we cause these rumors or we spread some lies in regards with someone else or ourselves, we're cheating the other person or people into knowing what's really going on out there. Now, a lot of us want to lie, especially on a Monday morning. I like Mondays because I don't really have a job. But I try to get these videos out every Monday and share my opinion of what's going on. But how many people have a long weekend, maybe a party weekend, and they'll lie to their boss, oh, I'm sick today, I can't come into work. Or I'm going to show up late because I got to feed the dog. Whatever it is. We all got stuff in our lives. What is it? Why do we think we have to lie? Hey, boss. Yeah, I know. I too much to drink. There was a big party last night. I got a headache. I'll take a sick day leave, or I'll just have to show up late. Well, whatever it is. And sometimes, I mean, we all have those days. Sometimes you can come in late and stay late, or make it up and work on a Saturday. That's not necessarily always going to happen, and you know your own workplace as it is. But you know, how often do we not tell our spouses or significant other everything? And that's a good point. Do we have to tell them everything, especially if we think it might hurt their feelings? That's a tough one. That's a question. Well, you can answer. I'd like to hear your answers to that. I believe we should tell our spouse everything. But, you know, like our kids, sometimes we don't tell our kids everything. Those little white lies, per se, or those little white lies turn to bigger lies, and eventually your child can call you out and say, hold it. You told me that grandma's not home, and she was home, and I can't, sure this other thing you're telling me is true, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. If you know me at all, I really get into the deep details and just try to get your mind thinking. Wow, yeah, Dad didn't always say grandma's not home, and that's why we don't go. You know, but and whatever the situation may be. I had some great grandparents where they drove my dad nuts sometimes on my mom's side, of course. And that's okay. In the end, everyone loves each other and respects one another, but often we just want to step away because, you know, I remember Mrs. Kravitz on Bewitched. The nosy neighbor always looking at Samantha and twitching her nose, and things would appear and disappear and be broken and be fixed like that. And so Mrs. Kravitz would always tell her husband, oh my God, you gotta come see what's happening out there. He'll go out there, he won't see anything. He won't see anything broken or fixed or circus clowns in the front yard. And he looks at her, what are you bothering me with this kind of stuff for? What do you have to do for Samantha and Darwin? They're good neighbors, good people. And we get that gossip committee everywhere we go. But that can hurt because Mrs. Kravitz went to Darren's workplace or went to the news, and more often than not, she would try to spread rumors, and most people dismissed her. But those rumors were true. But all she was going to do was hurt someone, rather than just being a good neighbor. Say, hey, somebody else, how do you make pie out of thin air? You know, get some of those kinds of things. We all see things, and we all assume things are true, especially when we're working with someone, and then we kind of go our separate ways because our visions are different, or whatever it is. It could be pay, it could be attitude, friction between the parties, but we just need to split. Say, thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Good luck in your future venture, and move on. We don't need to say, well, this person is like this, and they're gossiping back there, they'll backstab you over here. And stop that nonsense. Stop that crap. Wish the other person good luck in their venture, their future, even if you don't like them. Hey, good luck. Maybe someday we'll get together again, maybe someday we won't, but good luck. I look forward to your success. Why can't we just wish people success? Now, if they're doing bad things, try to get ahead and get a little success there, well, they'll have to answer in Judgment Day one way or the other, on earth or as we leave. And that's not necessarily our business. Now, we hate to see people get promoted ahead of us, especially if they're not deserving. We hate to see our enemy, our frenemy, our enemy, whatever you want to call it, get the breaks, right? We don't like to see those kinds of things. hey, wish you the best and let's move on. We can't afford to have this negativity and friction in our lives. We can't afford to be demean on other people. And we hear this sometimes, don't burn bridges. You might leave a job, but don't cuss out your boss or your past boss as you move on to bigger and better pastures as you hope. What if that doesn't work out? What if it doesn't work out? Having a military background myself, the big events of being in the military was every 3 or 4 years I went somewhere different. So I'd have a different boss every 3 or 4 years, sometimes every year, because I'm moving, but my boss is moving, at different times. So maybe every couple of years I have someone else to report to, which is tough, especially if you work with somebody you really like and enjoy and have a good relationship. Then someone else comes out from nowhere and you have that, I don't know, animosity or friction between each other. And that's just a horrible time. We need to stop demeaning and pointing fingers and bragging how great we are and putting others down, trying to get ahead. Why? We don't need to do that kind of stuff. That's crap. In fact, I was listening to another rumors thing. I think it's Cardi B. This could be a rumor because I'm not listening to it. That's crap. But people are screwing this and doing that and this guy and that girl. And oh my goodness, I don't want to hear that kind of crap. Nobody should hear that kind of stuff. Why do we do that? Why would we have just good music without the horrible lyrics? Without the horrible lyrics. Now, anyways, many of you know I was a wrestler, I was a realtor, an Air Force guy, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a parent, all those things. I got wild hairdos, and yeah, you can say rumors. Oh my God, you must dye your hair. Well, I have dyed my hair a few times. I don't do it all the time. I definitely don't put the silver highlights in there by dyeing it. But every now and then I'll throw a little color up here. And I got a big event coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I just may do that. But rumor or not rumor, who cares? Who cares? A lot of women dye their hair and try to get the gray as they get older. Is that something we talk about? No, but we know it's true. Well, we know it's true, but if a guy does, he must dye his hair, he must wear a toupee. Who cares? Who really cares? When we keep jabbing at someone like that, where's the toupee? Where's the toupee? You don't have your own hair, blah, 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 blah. It can cause somebody to go off the deep end. It can cause somebody to go off the deep end enough to take their life or maybe want to take yours. We got to stop beating up on one. Nothing's perfect. Look at this picture behind me. Isn't that a beautiful photo? Actually, I don't even know what it is or who it is, but it could be some Indian goddess or something. I don't know. I believe there's only one God, and I'm a Christian. That's what it is. But I'll have different pictures and photos around the house and inside, outside. And I love the Buddha statue, the big belly, maybe because I relate to it a little bit. But I don't worship Buddha. That's stupid. There's only one Jesus Christ. The other ones are all prophets per se. Jesus Christ is the Son of God. I don't lie or cheat or sugarcoat that. He's the only Son of God. And yet all of us are created in God's image. God's image. And we're all the children. But we really have to accept Jesus Christ into our hearts and our life as our Savior before we get all those blessings that we need. Because when we're stubborn and it's, I don't need you, I don't believe in you, get out of my face. Yeah. And we're not going to get as many blessings as we think we should have. I know. Everything I go work for, I did it myself, no help. And that's a bunch of crap, too. Even those that seem to do all the work themselves. And they may do 99% of it. But it might be someone giving an encouraging word, maybe feeding their dog that one day so they can go, maybe just showing up and carrying stuff to a different location to help your job just get a bit easier. Nothing pushes people the wrong way even more than someone, I do all this stuff all myself. Nobody ever helps me. That may be true, but you're not going to get the sympathy. And you're not getting the sympathy and pointing fingers at others who aren't helping you out. You're not going to get the empathy. You're just going to piss everybody off. Our job is to help and support each other, serve one another. That's what we're put here on earth. That's the blessing, is when we serve other people. And understand it doesn't always go our way. Nothing ever really does. But keep in back of our mind how rumors, how gossip, those kind of actions can cause an inaction on someone else where they miss the bus and don't turn the switch, or maybe launch a rocket they weren't supposed to. Take our life seriously. This can be this has to be a fun life. We only have one life. We only have one life. Well, that's not necessarily true. Every day you wake up, you could choose to have a different kind of life. But when our days are done, our days are done. And we cannot live in the past. So if we made mistakes or did somebody wrong in the past, do your best to ask forgiveness or, tell them you're sorry. They don't have to accept it. But just go, I'm sorry, I was a knucklehead. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't mean to hurt you, or maybe I did mean to hurt you, but I'm not doing that no more. It won't happen again. We need to hear that. We cannot just assume the other person isn't going to hurt us again, or assume that we've been forgiven. We need to go out there and figure out that's what's really happening or not. Now, I'm an entrepreneur. Of course, I'm part of the Social Media Shows Network and josephskoda.com, and I've got my own travel company and marketing and all these other things I'm involved with also. And some are more successful than others. And there's ups and downs in my journey of life also. I've been in some miserable relationships. I've been in some good ones, and that's just part of my life. And they get bitter and cuss out my exes because of whatever reason. Yeah, I think a lot of us go through that phase, but there has to come a time like, yeah, that sucks, and move on. And we need to stop cussing out each other, especially in front of, we have children together or something like that. You need to stop that. Whether it's true or not, you don't yell at each other, especially in front of others. That does cause other kinds of rumors and hurt. I don't want to feel hurt, and I know you don't want to feel hurt. So let's just go over these lyrics once again. What's mine is mine. I ain't got time for rumors in my life. Rumors run to me every day, and sometimes get away. Stop spreading those rumors around. Stop spreading the lies. Stop spreading the lies. Most of us don't have the full story on either side here or there, especially when it comes to couples or working relationships. And we want people to believe us. Like, well, you have to believe me because this is what really happened. It may or may not. Did it hurt you? Hopefully we're not hurting each other financially. And sometimes when we start things, we can hurt someone's business or hurt them financially. And it can come back to bite us in the ass. And it should. Why I think the lawyers stay in business is because someone hurting someone else's feelings or a perception that they demean their name or cause some real friction out there. Defamation or defamation of one's character is a big deal. We're all characters, and some more characters than other. But when you defame someone, or when you go after them and say they're the worst person in the world and their lies and their business sucks and they don't tell the truth, you better have your ducks in a row. And first of all, why would you do and say those kinds of things anyways? Someone could say it about almost anyone. We all have good days, we all have bad days, and we all have misunderstandings. Don't let that ruin someone else's life, because it can ruin your own. Anyways, you heard enough of me. I'm not gossiping. I'm just telling you some of my observations. Stop spreading those rumors around. Stop spreading the lies. True or not, that's not our job. We should not be the Mrs. Kravitzes of the world. We should go out there and say, that sucks, you got promoted, that should have been me, and get angry and pout in the corner and punch a wall or something, and then we just got to put our nose to the grindstone and get the next opportunity. You know what I mean? And sometimes even a person that got promoted over you can help pull you up along the way. Not saying it's always going to happen, but if we burn bridges, we know that will. Well, anyways, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Tell me a little about the rumors in your life. Good, bad, the ugly, how it's, well, quite frankly, if someone says something about you, they might say you're the smartest person in the world, and that could work in your favor or totally against you because you're always going to be challenged. Whatever it is, do your best out there and stop pointing the finger and stop trying to hurt other people. And please stop trying to bring them down so you can get ahead. Come on. We're better than that. Anyways, once again, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Please subscribe to our channel and leave comments and suggestions for us. Because life is too short to be miserable. We need to be having fun, and we need to ensure we leave someone with a smile on their face. Smile away, baby. Smile away. Good luck to you. God bless you, and God bless America. Bye-bye now. Ooh. Yes. If you liked our show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or find us on any social media platform. Instagram, of course, Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts and join our team. Anyways, we appreciate you staying tuned week after week, day after day, because we continuously build up our network to bring to you what you're asking for. Have a great day.
What affects your credit? The answer can be many things. Let's take a look at a few of the most common factors and how they can impact your credit. Credit history. In order to have a credit score, you need to have open and active credit accounts. This gives you the opportunity to build a credit score and get approved for larger purchases such as a car or a home. So it's important to have a responsible record of debt repayment. Available credit and usage. The rule of thumb is to use 30% of your available credit to minimize the impact of debt on your credit score. In other words, the less credit you use, the better. Monthly on-time payments. By making sure your monthly payments are paid on time, you could boost your credit score. Late payments, however, may bring your score down. Errors on your credit report. Check your credit report regularly to make sure it's accurate. If there are any errors or signs of identity theft, report them immediately to the appropriate credit bureau. Applications for credit. If you're applying for credit, filling out several applications in a short amount of time may hurt your credit score. It's ideal to keep the applications to a minimum. However, there is an allowable shopping window for a mortgage. Remember, a good credit score could possibly save you in interest payments. If your credit score needs some improvement, however, consider starting with the basics mentioned here. And when you're ready to buy your dream home, give New American Funding a call. We'll help you find a home loan that works for you and your unique situation.
I can already feel you judging me, and not for what I've done in the past, but for what I'm about to do. I had what mattered, and I got careless. Like, I don't deserve more. I don't deserve sympathy. I don't deserve to be here.
Where the hell are you? Why aren't you answering your phone?
Jenna! What is the matter with you?
Someone once told me, you may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's shot of whiskey.
Excuse me. Ma'am, my car ran out of gas and I left my wallet at home. Could you please spare a couple dollars so I can refuel my vehicle?
I literally have nothing.
What's it gonna take to get you to join a program?
Get back, dog! If Jesus wanted you to have a dog, he would have blessed you with a bowl and a leash now, wouldn't he?
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures